today I'm going to be teaching you how to make one of these, which this one's Cheshire cat, but we're going to be making Hello Kitty. Basically all you do is change the colors and then you don't add the bow if it's Hello Kitty. So, with that said, the first thing that you do is string 30 beads onto your string. So since we're going to be using white ones for Hello Kitty, string 30. And then tie off and cut the extra off. Just cut your string and tie it. Sorry, I always tie a million off, but you guys know this. Okay, cut off your extra string now. Get rid of that. Okay, and then the next thing that you do is cut another string, just around the outside. It's a little bit bigger than what it is. And then take a bead, doesn't matter which one, put it through. Now string 5 white beads onto it. Okay, and then count 6 beads in and do the next. So every 6th bead is what you do. 5 on every 6th bead. So then you just keep doing that all the way around. Just like normal. Once you get to the end, you just put on the 5 beads and you tie it. You don't have to go through any other beads now. Just tie it off here. Cut off the extra string. Okay, now do the very same thing that we were doing before. Just cut yourself an extra string here. Okay, now instead of going through the 6th bead, you're going to go through the 3rd bead. So you pull the 3rd bead out right here, put it through, and this time we're actually going to thread on the eyes and the nose. So we'll start with one of the eyes, so you do white bead, and then the eye color bead, and then the white bead, and then you string it through the next 3rd one on the next set of rows. Okay? Do the very same thing with the nose, because the nose comes next. The white, I'm doing pink for the nose, and then white. And then you just go through the 3rd bead, right there, and then we do his other eye, which is, like I said, start out white, put his eye on, do another white, go through the 3rd bead, and then you just continue doing 3. Just white ones now. Do the 3rd bead, and then this is the last set. So you just put on 3. And then tie it. And once you're done tying, it should look like this, with the nose and the eyes right here. So now what we do is cut another string. This one's going to be a little bit longer. You just need a little bit of room to work with it. And you're going to take it and see the nose right here and the 2 beads next to it. You're just going to string this through all 3 of those beads. String it through all of them. Okay. So it looks like this. Kind of make it even, whatever. Now you're going to do 4 beads. Doesn't matter what side you start on. I'll start on this side. Do 4 beads here. And then you're going to string it through, okay, there's the middle bead right here. You're going to string it through the one not next to it, but the one next to that. So there's 3 beads right here. It'll be the one right in the middle. Okay, so you string those through there. Now we're going to be going vertical to do the rest of his face. Okay, do the same thing to the other side now. This with the 4. And then string it through the very same bead, that one right there in the middle. Okay, now, this one's a little bit tricky right here. See these 2 beads right here, and then the one in the middle, you're going to want to string this string through the bead, that one right there, and then the middle one. Okay, and then do the very same thing with this next one. Just string it through this one, and then through the middle one. So these two strings will be crisscrossing, kind of like in a ladder. They'll just be crisscrossing like this. Okay? Now what you're going to do is take 5 beads and you're going to put them on both of the strings at the same time. Okay? Because they both have to go in the same direction. So take that. Okay? And then once you do that, you're going to go through his nose with only one of the strings. Okay? Doesn't matter which one. Go through his nose with one string, and then take the other string and pull it tight right there and tie it just like this. Tie it right here. Okay, and then that's gonna finish up like the 3D section of his head. It's all kind of smashed and stuff, like while you're doing it, it does that, but you can unsmash it. And when you're done with that, just cut off the excess right there. Okay, now you kind of unsmash his head. Okay, so now you have something that looks like this. Okay, so the next thing you do, after you got that done, is cut another string. This one doesn't have to be way long. We're just going to be doing ears, one ear at a time. So you just cut the string, and this is going to be the middle point right here that he's going to hang from, okay? The exact middle bead at the very top. So you go to the next set over, the middle separator bead right there, and these two outsides are going to be the ones you're going to attach your ears to. So, take your string and just put it through all 3 of those beads. The outside one, the middle one, and the next one over. Okay? And then make them up even, or however you want to do that. Just like this. Okay, then what you're going to do is you're going to put on 5 beads on the left-hand side of the string. Okay, put on 5 beads. And then the very top bead that you did, just loop this string around and put it back through this one right here. This bottom one. Or this top one, I guess. And then just pull that through. Okay, so then you have something that looks like this. Okay? And then you're just going to put the other 3 beads on the string. The same string. Okay, just like that. And then you bring it down here and you just tie the 2 strings together. So cut off the extra. Okay, and then you have an ear. One ear. So you just do the very same thing on the other side. If you're only doing Cheshire Cat, then you're all the way done now that you have the ears, because he doesn't have the bow. And what you would do next for him is take this very middle bead at the top. I'll show you on this one. This middle one right here. And run a string through it and put some beads on it to make a necklace. And then you'd be all done. Okay, but since we're doing Hello Kitty right now, I'll show you how to make the bow. So you get another string. Doesn't have to be way long. And you're going to take 2 beads. We're doing the bow pink. So we're going to take 2 beads on, and then get the 2 strings together like this, and put 1 bead on the 2 strings at the same time. Okay, and then separate them and put 1 bead on each side of the string. Okay, just so when you're done, you'll have something that looks like this. Okay, so once you do that, you just tie it together at the end. I always use too much string. That's alright. Okay, and then once you're done tying, you just cut off the extra like we usually do. Now you have her bow. Okay, now we're going to attach her bow. So, another string. And what you do is you're going to see the middle bead right here. Just put the string right through the middle bead. Okay, so you're just like this. Now, you take her, and we're just going to do it on this side of the ear right here. So see this middle bead right here? The one that the ear is like in between right there? Okay. You're going to take one side of the string and thread it through that bead. And then you're going to do the very same thing with the other side, just like you were doing a ladder. Just thread the other side through, going the opposite way. Okay, and when you pull it, it's on right there. Now we're going to turn it over and pull the string through these holes. so that they're back where we can see them. Okay? And then you're just going to tie it. Okay? You just tie it on that bead right there. That's why we had to cross them to the same bead so that when we got them out, you could tie them. Okay. Then once you're done with that, you cut off the excess. And then turn her over, and there she's got a bow. And that's how you do it. Now, if you want to put her on a necklace, you do the very same thing like I said before, and you just take this middle bead right here and string your string through it and make her into a necklace. And you're done. And like I said though before also, the only difference between Hello Kitty and Cheshire Cat is the coloring and the bow. So they're the very same thing, the very same cat.